legally unusual times and strange times. And it's all accelerating. And for people who are supposed to be impartial, whether that's judges overseeing a case to independent reporters doing their best, just describing these abnormal and troubling realities can itself sound like criticism. If you say, oh gosh, they're talking about a license to kill innocent people, almost sounds like you're going at them, when really you're just accurately describing what they claim they could do in court 6 months out of an election. The New York trial resumes tomorrow, and I can mention I will be in the courtroom tomorrow. We've been relying on our own team of reporters, and we trade off sometimes, and I'm going to be in that room, and I'll share with you what I see and learn if you tune in tomorrow. But prosecutors will be calling more witnesses this week, both sides gearing up for Michael Cohen. Prosecutors view him as the eyewitness to a campaign crime. Defense lawyers, they think Cohen could help. They brought him up in their opening arguments. They view him and his past as a key to showing jurors some kind of reasonable doubt about the case. If you can't trust Cohen, they argue, then how can you have confidence beyond a reasonable doubt of a crime?
All right. Let's catch up on Donald Trump and his trial case, his hush money trial case that is ongoing. In fact, the report I was just reading saying that they're not, I think they said the juries are not looking at him, and they're saying that's a good sign. And my question is, good sign for what? Can you bring us up to speed on this?
Yeah,
What's
it's
going on?
it's a good sign as to the refuser. I mean, their refusal to be intimidated or overwhelmed by, yes, this looming and larger than life image as the former president of this. These are a great country, United States of America. Remember the opening statement of the defense, where they were reminding the jury that, okay, there is former President Donald Trump, and when you address him in this court, it should be addressed as President Donald Trump. Well, you know, Americans don't give a hoot about things like that most times. Talk less of eminent
Overall.
jurors. Yes. In the final analysis,
Yeah.
they are paying attention to is a former bosom friend and minder.
Michael Cohen.
No, the publisher of the AMI tabloid. Yeah, they are engrossed with his testimonies. On purpose, the prosecution decided not to bring in his personal lawyer that had been Michael, that had been jailed, instead for perjury and lies and all that. But remember, Mike has always maintained that he took the bullet for Donald Trump. And in previous investigations, they referred to him as individual one. Remember, during the congressional hearings and the special prosecutor's situation, when he was in office, ahead of the elections, the two impeachments that he suffered in the hands of then House of Representatives. Ultimately, the Senate ought to have removed him from office, but the Senate that was dominated by Republicans prevaricated, and they gave him that undeserved protection. Now he is in court, and nobody is paying attention to that. The only thing that fascinates the vast majority of those in that court and the rest of us Americans outside the court is his demeanor, his conduct. He runs his mouth less now. He knows that he's been caged. There is no crowd to play to here. He cannot entertain the gallery anymore. All the gap, all the facade of presidency has been removed. Today, he stands there like you and I. Folks, American citizens, every day, John, Harry, Thomas, Mary, and what have you. So this is the moment of reckoning. Now the ball is in the court of the jury.
Right.
He may try to slander them, he may try to defame them, call them names like the bully that he has always been, or that has now been called to size with the impending pronunciation on his gag violations. So he's strict there. He is there. It is between him now, the proven is, remember, we assume his innocence until he's proven guilty.
Right.
So he is there right now, facing this jury, and the jury, they are always looking at the way the witnesses are carrying on, the way they conduct themselves, the body language, and are they going to cave in? Are they going to unravel under intense scrutiny when cross-examination comes from the defense? That has not happened so far. So when eventually what's his name? Macromy or whatever, whenever he's brought in to put the icing on the entire argument, it will be a easy stuff. Because at that point, the long desire that his integrity will be impeached because he's been to prison will no longer be there. It is now finding the connection, the symmetry between what he deposed to in the past, his present testimony, and what these close allies of Donald Trump will be saying. Not just the news publisher or the tabloid publisher now, who will find out have been planting stories, falsehood about Cruz, about people who that did not happen, about the killing or the assassination of a former president, which they cooked up out of nowhere. And this cash and kill stuff. Now we know that the corruption that we have always spoken about in places like Nigeria, in the media and all that, fails to insignificance when compared with what these people have perpetrated. And now we know when people like Lai Mohammed speaks, I've always said it. When you see them talk of fake news,
Fake news.
check them
They're
out.
getting it from him.
They are all. Donald Trump has now been exposed as somebody that was always perpetrating and planting falsehood.
Right.
And then we shout on rooftop that, fake news. Same thing about Lai Mohammed in Nigeria.
Interesting. So, Trump.
Yeah, it's about twist of fate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this particular UK publication, The Guardian, they're talking about his strategy to survive hush money trial. They said the hush money trial began badly for Donald Trump last week. The defense tactics have been primarily to downplay Trump's actions and make them seem a lot more normal,
like routine,
less seedy, and par for the course for what politicians do. Cameron says they have been hammering home the idea that hush money payments are not illegal, which is true, while sidestepping the crux of the matter that the trial is about falsifying.
The crux of the matter.
Right. That the trial is about falsifying business records to cover up payments to former adult film actor Stormy Daniels.
Yes.
Yep.
And of course, we're out of time already, but of course, this is not about that. It is about perverting the process and planting falsehood that changed the direction of things about that election. If stuff like this had not been caught and killed, you probably would not have even been talking of Donald Trump as a past president. So this is not just about hush money. It's about how that hush money affected our destiny, our political destiny as a country, and the possibility of having a demented individual again in the Oval Office.
Yeah.
And it may not happen anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes no sense that it would just be about hush money. And they are wasting their time. Thank you so much, sir. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and follow, and let us know what your thoughts are about this segment. If you like this one, you're definitely going to like the next segment. Check it out. We'll be right back.